Hello, this is Brian Burrows with Equity Real Estate. This week we're going to talk about financing and loan options and all kinds of good things. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. This week is we've got a bombshell for you guys. This is a game changer for a lot of people. What we're going to talk about today is lease with option to purchase and kind of what that means. That means we are going to open up the market for buyers who pretty much couldn't buy a home before, and just a really, really good plan for a lot of people. This is a new thing that I've just got with another company and just got started. So let's kind of go over the overview of what happens with it and what it is. Pretty much how it works is you look at homes with me. Anything on the MLS, maybe something else that might pique your interest that may be for sale, and kind of decide which home you would like to lease or eventually purchase. So it's a good idea just to be able to even rent a home. It's opening up the rental market, and it's opening up the market for those who can't currently purchase due to some kind of an issue. But what happens is we look at the homes, then my client purchases the property with cash, so it's an all cash offer. That's always good for the seller. And then the owner, which is my client, makes repairs and they get the home ready for it to be rented out. You sign the lease agreement for 1 year, pay a deposit, and move in. And even before dropping anything in, you know exactly what your lease agreement is going to be, what the payments are going to be, and it gives a breakdown of each year up to 5 years. So you do have the option to purchase the home beginning at 3 months and no longer than 5 years. Also, the lease will only go up to 5 years. So if you haven't purchased the home at 5 years, you would have to move on as part of this program, but you do have up to 5 years to decide if you're going to buy it. And then leases are renewed annually. You do have a breakdown up front giving you an exact cost of what those leases are going to be. They do increase every year, and so that is one of the incentives, is just to buy the house outright. So any deposits that you make, those go towards your purchase. But if you decide not to purchase for whatever reason, or whatever happens and you can't purchase the property, your deposits are refundable minus any damages. So this is a fantastic program, especially if you have any issue. Just realize you are not obligated to purchase the home, and income from all applicants can be included to qualify for the lease. Those may not be available if you qualify for a loan, but with my client also, I just want to point out, they are not a lender, and so within that 5 year period, when you do want to go ahead and purchase, you would have to get in with a lender, and I have all kinds of lenders that work with all kinds of situations. So I do have some fantastic people that I work with, and I'd love to give you a referral. Now here's the cool thing, is that you actually lock in a set price to purchase that does increase less than 5% per year. So it's 3.5% to 5%, just depends on the property. You know exactly what the purchase amount is going to be at each year up to 5 years. And so all of that breakdown is right there in writing, even before you sign the lease. And everything would be good to go for you to just move in on that property. You can just think about that. 5%, even if it was at 5% per year, that is less than what we've seen, especially in the last 3 years, as far as the increase in values and what people are paying for homes. So, if you could go 5 years and it only increases 25%, that's about what we just saw in this last year on home prices. So that is a fantastic deal, especially if you can't qualify for a home today. So, of course, who can benefit from this program? Anyone that's waiting for bankruptcy to be discharged. So you may have gone past that bankruptcy. Maybe it's already been discharged. You're still kind of working on that credit. Those who have been turned down for a loan, the loans, they have minimum requirements on your FICO scores. Those have actually just changed. They keep changing all the time, so I'm not going to throw all of the numbers out there, but you only have to have a minimum for this program to lease that is much less than what you would need to purchase a home. So it's a good way to start out, work on your credit, get into a situation where you can eventually purchase this home. And if you're in Utah for a short term, maybe you had a job and they say, well, we want you to try out this market, see how things go. Maybe they don't want it, haven't decided if they're going to keep you here. That's another good option. You could just lease the house. Maybe that they may have an option to extend your employment, and then you'd be here a little bit longer. So that's a good option for those people. If you just want to test out the house and make sure it's good, kind of like getting on a car and taking it for a test drive, see if all the things work and see how long they work, and things keep breaking, maybe it's not worth buying. And then of course, those who are worried about the market crash, I hear a lot of people saying, well, I don't want to buy a home because the market may go down, but then every single year they watch how high the home prices keep going up. So this would be good for you if you think, hey, next year the market may go down, so I'm just going to wait for it to go down. You're not under obligation to purchase. If the houses go up, you actually win by moving in and staying in this house, in one of the houses that would qualify. So I would love to talk to people. I do have some qualification questions, and love to get you started. My name is Brian Burrows again. I'm with Equity Real Estate. You can reach me at 801-920-9343. And I'd like to invite you to come on out, visit my website, search homes, get more information about buying, selling, anything you'd like at buyandsellinutah.com. Now, for those who are actually looking for a home, if you're out looking at the market and kind of want to see what is out there, I would love to have you come on out and check out my website, register. All you have to do is look at homes, kind of get an idea of what's out there, and it will automatically ask you to register. Just put in your email, phone number, and you're good to go. And as a loyalty for those people who are registered on the 31st, I will be holding a drawing for a Kindle Fire 7. It's right here. So get on there and get that started. Again, Brian Burrows, Equity Real Estate.